Many people compare themselves with others every day. They look at their friends, their classmates, their coworkers, and even strangers on the internet. They see someone who is richer, more beautiful, more successful, or more confident. Then they look at their own life and feel small. They think, "Why am I not like that?" This feeling is very common. Almost everyone has felt it at some time. But comparing ourselves too much can hurt us in many ways. When we were children, we often compared simple things. We compared our toys, our grades, or our clothes. If a friend had a bigger toy, we felt jealous. If someone got a higher score in class, we felt sad. At that time, we did not think deeply about it. We just wanted to be the best. But when we grow up, comparison becomes more serious. It is not only about toys or grades. It is about jobs, money, relationships, and even our bodies. Today, social media makes comparison even stronger. We open our phones and see pictures of perfect lives. Someone is traveling to a beautiful beach. Someone is eating at a fancy restaurant. Someone just got a new car or a new house. We see smiling faces and happy moments, but we do not see their problems, their stress, or their tears. We only see the bright side. When we compare our normal life to their best moments, we feel that our life is boring or not good enough. The truth is, every person has a different journey. No two people have the same life. We are born in different families. We have different talents, different chances, and different dreams. Some people start their life with more money or better education. Some people have to work very hard from a young age. If we compare our beginning with someone else's middle or ending, it is not fair. Imagine two flowers growing in different places. One flower grows in a garden with good soil and enough water. The other flower grows near a road with little water and poor soil. The first flower may grow faster and look more beautiful at first. But the second flower is strong because it survives in a hard place. Can we say one flower is better than the other? Not really. They're just different.
People are the same.
Our situations are different, so our results will also be different. Comparing ourselves sometimes can be useful. It can help us see what we want. For example, if we see someone who speaks English very well, we may feel motivated to study harder. If we see someone who is kind and calm, we may want to become kinder. In this way, comparison can push us to grow. But it becomes a problem when we compare too much and forget our own value. When we compare too much, we often focus on what we do not have. We forget what we already have. Maybe we do not have a big house, but we have a loving family. Maybe we are not famous, but we have true friends. Maybe we are not very rich, but we are healthy. These things are very important, but we often ignore them because we are busy looking at other people's lives. Comparing too much can also damage our confidence. If we always think others are better, we start to believe we are not good enough. We may stop trying new things because we think we will fail. We may be afraid to speak in class or share our ideas at work. We may feel shy and unhappy. Over time, this feeling can become very heavy in our heart. Another problem is that comparison can steal our joy. Imagine you worked very hard to get a new job. At first, you feel proud and happy. But then you see your friend got a better job with a higher salary. Suddenly, your happiness becomes smaller. The job you were proud of now feels not enough. Nothing changed in your life, but your feeling changed because you compared. This shows that comparison does not change reality. It only changes how we feel about reality. When we stop comparing, we can enjoy our life more. We can celebrate our small wins. We can see our progress clearly. We can feel thankful for what we have. It is also important to remember that everyone moves at their own speed. Some people find success when they are very young. Others find it later in life. Some people get married early. Others stay single for many years. Some people know their dream from childhood. Others need time to discover what they love. There is no single right timeline for life. Think about learning a new skill, like playing the guitar. One person may learn quickly because they practice every day and have a good teacher. Another person may learn more slowly because they have less time. If the second person keeps comparing themselves to the first, they may feel sad and want to quit. But if they focus on their own improvement, they will see that they are better than before. That is what really matters. Instead of comparing ourselves with others, we can compare ourselves with our past self. Ask simple questions. Am I kinder than last year? Am I more patient than before? Did I learn something new this month? When we look at our own growth, we can feel proud. Even small steps are important. Progress is progress, no matter how slow. Gratitude is another powerful way to stop comparing too much. Every day, we can think about 3 things we are thankful for. It can be something small, like a warm meal or a nice message from a friend. When we focus on gratitude, our heart feels fuller. We spend less time thinking about what we do not have, and more time appreciating what we do have. It is also helpful to limit time on social media if it makes us feel bad. We can choose to follow accounts that inspire us instead of accounts that make us feel jealous. We can remember that most people only share their best moments online. Real life is not always perfect. Everyone has bad days, even if they do not show them. Talking to others about our feelings can also help. When we share our worries with a close friend or family member, we often realize that they feel the same way. Many people compare themselves and feel not good enough. When we understand that we are not alone, we feel lighter. We can support each other instead of competing all the time. Life is not a race. It is more like a journey with many different roads. Some roads are long and straight. Some roads have many turns. If we always look at other people's roads, we may miss the beauty of our own path. Our experiences, both good and bad, shape who we are. They teach us lessons and make us stronger. It is important to accept ourselves as we are. We all have strengths and weaknesses. Maybe you are not very good at math, but you are good at listening to others. Maybe you are not very confident in public speaking, but you are creative and have good ideas. No one is perfect. Even the people we admire have things they struggle with. When we stop comparing too much, we start to know ourselves better. We can ask, what do I really want? Instead of, what do others have? Maybe you do not really want a big house. Maybe you want peace and time with family. Maybe you do not really want to be famous. Maybe you want a simple and meaningful life. When we follow our own values, we feel more satisfied. There will still be moments when we compare ourselves. That is normal. We do not need to feel guilty about it. But we can notice the feeling and gently bring our focus back to our own life. We can remind ourselves that everyone has a different story. We can say, I am enough. I am growing in my own way. In the end, not comparing ourselves too much is a gift we give to our own heart. It allows us to live more freely. It allows us to celebrate our progress and accept our mistakes. It helps us build real confidence, not confidence based on being better than others, but confidence based on knowing our own worth. When we wake up each day, we can choose to focus on our own steps. We can choose to improve a little, to learn a little, to be kinder a little. These small actions, repeated every day, create a beautiful life. We do not need to be the best in the world. We only need to be better than yesterday. So the next time you see someone who seems more successful or happier, take a deep breath, smile, and wish them well. Then look at your own life and ask, what can I do today to grow? Step by step, you will see your own progress. And when you focus on your own journey, you will find more peace, more joy, and more self-love.